everyone, I'm Sarah, and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you some of the patterns that I've collected over the years, including some gorgeous out-of-print patterns and some lovely vintage patterns. But first, I'm going to show you one of my makes. This dress started as a Ralph Lauren blouse. The link to the video with that dress refashion is right here at the top of the screen. I bought the blouse from Value Village about 2 years ago for $9.99. It's 100% polyester, so it's a great wash and wear blouse and very comfortable. I love how the 3 different stripe patterns all come together for a super polished look. I converted the blouse into a dress using Vogue 7871. I bought this pattern on sale at Fabricland, and it's a very easy Vogue dress pattern that was published in 2004. It's a semi-fitted A-line or slightly flared dress that falls below the mid-knee or above the ankle and has cap sleeves and a back zipper. I bought the skirt fabric at Len's Mills, a factory outlet selling fabrics, craft supplies, housewares, and so much more. They had a winter sale to clear out some of their inventory, and their entire selection of previously reduced fabrics was 75% off, the lowest ticketed price. And if you finished the bolt, then it was 85%. The link to the video with that fabric haul is right here at the top of the screen. I bought the remaining fabric on the bolt for a total of 6.7 meters. Since I bought the last of the bolt, the fabric was 85% off, which means that I bought 6.7 meters of fabric for $1.98. To complete the look, I'm wearing a red Sag Harbor 100% wool blazer that I bought at Value Village thrift stores. The shoes are Comfort Plus by Predictions at Payless shoe stores. The Chanel shoe clips are off a pair of shoes that I bought from the Salvation Army charity store. The brooch on my blazer was a graduation gift. My earrings were in a Ziploc bag full of jewelry that I bought for $5 at a church Christmas bazaar. And my hair clip came from Dollarama, a Canadian dollar store. Now, on to the patterns. The first pattern I have is New Look 6567. This dress pattern was a Christmas present and I love it. This dress pattern has a semi-fitted bodice, princess seams, and a flared skirt. There are 4 different neckline variations: notched, square, rounded, and sweetheart necklines. This pattern also comes with short or long sleeves, and it was originally published in 2011. The recommended fabrics are cotton and cotton blends, silk and silk types, crepe, and laundered silks. The next pattern is Butterick 5030, published in 2007. This 6-sew easy dress, belt, and sash pattern was $3.99 in the discard bin from Fabricland. This flared wrap dress falls below mid-knee and has a semi-fitted bodice, front band or collar, and sleeve variations. Dress A has contrast bands and belt. Dresses B and F have a purchase belt. Dresses C and D have self-fabric belts. And dress E has cuffs and a single layer sash. The recommended fabrics are crepe, matted jersey, soft linen, soft veil, crepe de chine, cotton, and cotton blends. This pattern is so lovely. The next pattern is Vogue 8902, and I bought this pattern from Fabricland for $5.99. It was in the discard bin. It was originally published in 2013. This is a Vogue Patterns Easy Option dress pattern with custom fit for A, B, C, and D cup sizes. This dress has close fitting, back bias and sides, seam detail, sleeves and skirt variations, and a back zipper, and includes top stitching. Bodices, sides, and sleeves are lined. Dresses C and F have stitched hems on the sleeves. Dresses D, E, and F have narrow hems. The recommended fabrics are double knit, crepe, and tropical wool. And this pattern is unsuitable for obvious diagonals. Before I continue with the patterns, please share this video with your friends and family. I'd love to help others sew and upcycle on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasures that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now back to the patterns. The next pattern is Vogue 8904. This is a Marcy Tilton Vogue Patterns Designer Original Pattern published in 2013. I bought this pattern from the discard bin at Fabricland for $5.99. This close-fitting pullover dress has self-neck binding, tiers, and a raw edge finish. Dress A has sleeves and dress B has self-armhole binding. This pattern is for two-way stretch knits only, and the recommended fabrics are rayon spandex and cotton spandex. I bought this pattern because I have a dress that I bought from the Hudson's Bay Company that's very similar with the tiered look. The next pattern is Vogue 8995. This is a very easy Vogue pattern published in 2014. I found this pattern in the discard bin at Fabricland for $5.99. This semi-fitted lined dress, and it's fitted through the bust, has seam detail, back zipper, hemline slit, and stitched hem. Dress B has sleeves. Well, short sleeves. I might make them longer. The recommended fabrics are broadcloth, linen, lightweight denim, and crepe. And I like the contrast detail on view A. The next pattern is Simplicity 1586. This is an amazing fit collection dress that has shaped princess seams in front and back that follows the contours of the body smoothly. Color blocking enhances the style lines and is on trend. The Misses and Women's dress has individual pattern pieces for slim, average, and curvy fit, and B, C, and D cup sizes for Misses, and C, D, and double D cup sizes for Women's. The recommended fabrics are pique, poplin, sateen, lightweight wool and wool blends, crepe, silk linen, suede silks and rayons, brocade, satin, shantung, linen, and linen blends. I paid $2.99 for this pattern from Value Village thrift stores. The next pattern is McCall's 3028. It's a non-stop wardrobe pattern that was published in 2000. I love wardrobe patterns. Every piece looks so good together and it's great value for the money. I'm very lucky because I bought this pattern for $1.99 from Value Village thrift stores. This pattern includes a jacket, blouse, skirt in two lengths, and pants. The hip-length Princess Seams jacket is lined, and the long-sleeve blouse has a gathered front neck, tie collar, and back closure. The pants have a flat front with side pockets and a back zipper. The suggested fabrics for the jacket, skirt, and pants are gabardine, wool, and wool blends, as well as wool crepe. The jacket can also be made in velveteen, synthetic suede, and synthetic leather. The blouse should be made from challis, crepe, silk, and double georgette. I really like the pussy bow blouse with the loop closures on the sleeves. It's very elegant. The next pattern is Vogue 8930, published in 2013. This is a very loose-fitting wrap jacket that has the front extending into a collar. Jacket A and B are single layer with the wrong side of the fabric showing. It includes pockets and a raw edge finish. Jacket C is lined with a self-lined front and side pockets. Jacket B and C have a shaped hemline. The recommended fabrics for Jacket A and B are medium weight wool, fleece, and boiled wool. And Jacket B can be made from crepe, silk tweed, or jersey. And for Jacket B, you can also use double-sided fabrics. I bought this pattern from the discard bin at Fabricland for $5.99. I really like the idea of a plaid jacket with a solid lining. The next pattern is McCall 6615. This is a fashion accessories pattern that was published in 2012. I bought this pattern from Value Village thrift stores for $1.99. Now, they call this pattern footwear toppers, but I just call them spats. View A has contrast facing and a cuff. View B has self-tassel and contrast facing with the cuff. And View C has contrast front sections. View D has a contrast top. Views E, F, and G require purchase eyelets and lacing. Views A through F are lined, and views A, C, D, E, F, and G have a back zipper. I think that this would pair up really nicely with the Vogue jacket I just showed you. It'd be a very coordinated look. The next pattern is Simplicity 3889. This pattern was a gift and is so handy. This pattern is for laptop computer bags and it was published in 2007. The recommended fabrics are 45 to 60 inch or 115 to 153 centimeter home decor fabrics with or without nap, such as linen and linen blends, canvas, denim, brocade, novelty velvets, tapestry, fail, and twill. 45-inch or 115-centimeter fleece would also work. My favorite bag is View E because it has a long shoulder strap. The next pattern is Simplicity 7693. It's a 2-hour pattern and was published in 1997. It's a Mrs. Skirt, Pants, and Shorts pattern. Skirts A, B, and C, Pants D, and Shorts E have a waistband and a back zipper. The skirt with a back vent can be made in 3 lengths. I love vents on skirts rather than slits. Check out my How to Draw a Kick Pleat video so you can add your own vents to skirts. The link to that video is at the top of the screen. The recommended fabrics for this pattern are crepe, fail, shantung, velvet, linen, and linen blends, as well as wool and wool blends. And View A, B, and C can also be made from brocade. The last pattern is McCall 6051. This is a home decorating pattern that was published in 2010. This pattern was a gift from a friend. This pattern is for an apron, ironing board cover, organizer bins, hanger cover, clothespin holder, banner, and scissor caddy. The package includes patterns and instructions for an ironing board cover, View A, which fits a standard ironing board, 54 inches or 130 centimeters long. Laundry bag B is 11 inches or 28 centimeters square, with a purchased drawstring cord. The hanger cover, View C, is 17.5 inches by 7 inches and is self-lined. Clothespin holder D is 17.5 inches by 16 inches with contrast lining and purchased bias binding. Organizer E is 17.5 inches by 36 inches with contrast pockets and a scissor caddy. Banner F is 65 inches. The apron comes in small sizes 6 to 8, medium sizes 12 to 14, and large sizes 16 to 18, with contrasting lower ruffles. Bin H is 11 by 10.5 inches with purchased webbing for the handles. Bin I is 14 by 10 by 22. Bin H and I have contrast lining and purchased contrast bias binding. The suggested fabrics for the ironing board cover A, hanger cover C, clothespin holder D, organizer E, banner F, apron G, bin H and I are cottons, cotton blends, and novelty cottons. Hanger cover, clothespin holder, organizer, banner, apron, and both bins can also be made in linen, and the laundry bag can be made from mesh. The interfacing should be flannel, and the lining should be fleece or flannel. I hope you enjoyed my pattern collection. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. And if you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.